It's almost Easter, and you know what that means? That means it's almost the time of the year where we get to indulge in the tradition of eating chocolate eggs. Why do we eat chocolate eggs? I don't know. If you know, let me know in the comments, because the best I can come up with is the eggs come out of chicken's assholes? But not only that, it also means that we're already a quarter of the way through the year. And what a great first quarter of 2017 it's been for gamers. Whether you've been trying not to have a heart attack playing Resident Evil 7, trying to shoot mechanical dinosaurs on Horizon Zero Dawn, or riding around Hyrule on Zelda Breath of the Wild, or just getting really confused at the strange facial animations on Mass Effect Andromeda. Or maybe you're one of those sad people that's managed to complete all of those games already. And when I say sad, obviously I mean really, really lucky. But if you are one of those people that's finished all those games already, have no fear, because there's plenty of more games coming out in April. And that's why I'm here, to let you know about 5 potentially good games that you can be playing in April 2017. And number 5 is Sniper Ghost Warrior 3. Now this game's not going to be on the top of most people's lists, but the first 2 games did really well financially, and if we're honest about it, they weren't actually that bad. Think of them like the Fast and Furious franchise. We all know they're a bit shit, but they're actually quite fun as well. The developers have tried to make the third installment in the franchise less linear than the previous games, and it's the first in the series to feature a completely open world. Players have the choice on how they want to complete the missions. You can use stealth, run and gun, or snipe, and seeing as the game's called Sniper Ghost Warrior, we're probably going to use sniping. The environment has an impact on how you snipe. The weather, wind, daylight can all make it more difficult on how easy it is to take out your enemies. The game's released on April 25th and is released on Windows, PS4 and Xbox One. And number 4 is Yooka-Laylee, the first game to be released by Playtonic Games, which is a new studio made up from a group of ex-Rare employees. So it comes as no surprise to us that the 3D platformer has been described as playing very similar to Rare classic Banjo & Kazooie. In the game, the player takes control of 2 characters simultaneously, a chameleon named Yooka and a bat named Laylee. Players must explore worlds contained in magical books and complete challenges to collect golden pages that act as currency in the game. The game was Kickstarter funded and became the fastest game to reach $1 million. The game is released on the 11th of April on Linux, Mac OS, Windows, Xbox One and PS4, and is also going to be released on a Nintendo Switch at a later date, which is to be confirmed. And number 3 is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Now if you're one of those people that bought a Nintendo Switch and you've completed Zelda Breath of the Wild, you're going to be looking for something new to play. That is, unless you're having fun milking cows and cutting hair on 1-2 Switch. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is pretty much the same version as it was on the Wii U, with a few more bells and whistles. It contains all the DLC, and the battle mode has been reworked to be more similar to the previous version. That'll keep a few people quiet. You also get 5 additional characters. Apart from that, there's not a lot more to say. It's Mario Kart, we love Mario Kart, and if you've got a Nintendo Switch, you're going to want to take Mario Kart on the go. The game's released on the Nintendo Switch on the 28th of April. At number 2 is Outlast 2, which is developed by Red Barrel Games and is the sequel to their hugely successful debut game, which was released in 2013. Now if scrubbing the shit out of your underpants after playing Resident Evil 7 hasn't put you off horror games, then I suggest that you try out this first person survival horror which uses the same found footage style employed by the first game. Only this time you play as freelance journalist Blake Langerman, whose status as a cameraman also means that he has access to a much more advanced camera than in the first game. Langerman also wears glasses which can fall from his head and hinder the player's vision. The game is released on the 25th of April on Windows, Xbox One and PS4. And at number 1 is Persona 5, which despite the name is actually the 6th game in the series. In Persona 5 you play as a high school student from Tokyo. You can attend lessons, hang with friends and even get a part-time job. But don't worry, that's not all that the game's about. You're also the leader of the Phantom Thieves, a group of teenagers who steal corruption from the hearts of adults in an attempt to reform the city. Yes, you heard me correct. That's the plot. The combat is typically JRPG. You battle enemies with a solid turn-based system, and you use elemental, physical and magical attacks to damage your enemies. The game is getting rave reviews worldwide and is released on April 4th on the PS3 and PS4.